Finally, we have got export functionality for Datagrid 2. With the release of Mendix 10.4 in last October, Mendix released an upgrade to the data widgets module. So we now can use the export functionality for Datagrid 2 widget. And I will show you today in this video how you can use it. So please follow me to Mendix.Studio. So I have set up a new demo app with all the airports in the world. On GitHub you will find lists of all airports, and I have implemented a REST functionality to import all these airports. Let's go to the browser and see how it looks. Alright, so here is one page with all the airports, and you see a Datagrid 2 with a filter functionality, and if we undo the filtering we will see more than 7,000 airports in this list. We can even toggle some columns as well. So let's go back to Mendix.Studio and find out how to implement the export functionality. The export functionality is not a default button as it was in Datagrid 1. You can now add a button anywhere on the page, for example here. And give it an on-click action, a call to a nanoflow. Right? Put in a decent name, download Excel. So make it primary with a nice button. Right. Maybe it's also nice to style the thing to the right side. So if we follow this button and we go to the nanoflow that is activated when you click on the button, you can now find in the toolbox, if you search for Excel, a data widget action which is called export to Excel. And this action, this nanoflow action, asks for 5 parameters. So the first thing to notice is that you need to give in the Datagrid name. That to find out, you need to go back to your page, double click on the Datagrid 2 widget and go for the Common tab, and there you find the name. You can also give it a better name instead of the default Datagrid 21 name that I got, but that will do as well. So Datagrid 22, now you can give it a name. It needs to be a string, but you can also give parameters, variables to this file name so that you can make your file more convenient for the user. For now I will keep it as airports, and notice that you don't need to give in any file extension. Sheet name, for now airports is also fine. Do you want to include column headers? So the headers above the table included in the Excel as well. I like that. And finally, the chunk size is the limit of how much items will be, or how much chunks, like if we have 7,000 rows, in which amount of chunks will it be added to the Excel. I will set it as 2000 for now. Let's run it. There we go. We go back to our page, and now we see a nice little button here, download Excel. We find that we have all records here without any filtering, and we click download. Now you see that the Excel is prepared, and here we go. The Excel file is download it to my computer. And to showcase you, here is the complete file, including all rows. The export functionality will take into account everything that is visible on the page. So if you filter, for example, all London airports, and you even toggle some attributes, so let's say all the altitude and time zones are activated, and we click again on download, you will see that you only receive like 10 rows. And to showcase that as well, here is the Excel export, and now you see only the filtered items, and you will see that we have the columns altitude and time zone as well. So be aware that this functionality will only download the records that are in the filtered dataset that you have. This is how you can implement the Excel export. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it will be convenient for your work. And well, see you in the next video.